All right, hello, my friends. Mr. 47 here. How you guys doing? Hope you guys living your best lives, guys. We're having some fun tonight. I actually thought of something I really would like to be doing, and that's well, first off, Diablo 4. But not only that, something that I've really been thinking about doing is maybe doing some sort of myth busting type of segment that. Now, if this sounds like it's a little bit slapdash and like I kind of like thought about it 5 minutes ago, it's because I did. I just thought of it. So it's like something maybe we could start doing with games is maybe going through some of these builds and some of these things like this and seeing if they actually work as well as people say that they do. Now, if for those that are playing Diablo 4, like myself, okay, there are so many things online right now about what exactly is the best build, what exactly is the best character, what exactly is the right way to do your skill tree to make like one of the best characters, one of the most powerful characters in Diablo 4. And I found from my searching that a lot of people are saying that the corpse explosion build for Necromancer is like the most overpowered and best build in the game. And I'm here to maybe do some myth busting. So what we're going to try to do is actually going to make this build, make a new character, and do a little bit and see the initial building of it and how it works, and if it actually works well or not, especially early in game, and then what the mid game is like. Because a lot of people know, if you guys have played Diablo 4 or any of the Diablo games in previous times, sometimes a build works really great for a minute. And then once you get to later bosses and later things, you start figuring out that it doesn't work as well as you thought it did. And you have to start doing some switching. So I've read that the corpse explosion is the best. So let's see if it is. Without further ado, guys, if you guys enjoy the stream, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Be a part of the 47 family. And check it out. Hope you guys hang out and have a good time. So, okay. I named him Corpse Grinder because, you know, it's a corpse explosion build, for one. But for two, it's also named after one of my favorite vocalists of all time, Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. You know, that makes sense. I thought the name made sense considering. We're going to play a tier 2 because we are not, you know, newbies. We're not. We've been playing Diablo since 1997. So we don't do easy here.
For humankind.
That's not the way we play.
As a refuge
Now, for those that have played it, okay, don't worry. This is going to be fairly streamlined. Okay, I'm not really planning on like going through all the cutscenes, all the cinematics, even though we literally are right this second. But I'm planning on going through all that kind of stuff. What we are focusing on is the gameplay, and we're focusing on more so how the build works and how to make it work. So, skip. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna start off and see how this works right from the get-go. We made this very cliche Necromancer, okay? He's as cliche as it gets, except for he's got black hair. He dyed it. He doesn't like the whole white hair Necromancer thing. You can't blame him, okay? You know, white hair doesn't look good, you know, all the time. You know, when you're trying to look like a badass, unless you're like Sephiroth, you know, things like that, you know, from like Final Fantasy VII, you know, if you have a giant sword and you're like 7 feet tall, and white hair works great. You look like a badass if you're an anime character. Otherwise, he just looks like he aged, well, the Necromancer's aged like milk. You know, that's kind of the problem. So we gave him a little bit, you know, facelift, you know, some age-defying hair color. You know, he's looking good. Now, the biggest thing right from the beginning of this, though, the biggest thing we gotta really focus on is that we are not going to be doing your typical Necromancer build. So most people believe, you know, like, well, with the Necromancer comes summoning, for one. And in this case, we will be using summoning a little bit in the beginning. Only just to help us get through a couple levels and level up a little bit faster. Kind of, like I said, streamline our way through some of this. But then the biggest part of the build is also sacrificing those said our lackeys, you know, our skeleton dudes, to actually give us more buffs instead of health. Yeah. So, which is weird. I don't like that idea. I like having the dudes with me. I like having that extra backup. You know, especially when you're going solo and some of these bosses, it is super important. It is super necessary. Okay, so now I don't know if this is because I played other characters already, but why is it that I have an available skill point already? I'm not even to town yet. That's okay though. We're gonna start off right away with Bone Splinters. Okay, now this is the way we're gonna go. We're gonna start with Bone Splinters, but we're only gonna keep it rank 1. And here's the reason, okay? Because then we're gonna go into Enhanced Bone Splinters to change to fire 2 additional ones. If cast when you have 50 or more essence, okay? Now with this build, it all builds off of each other. So we're gonna be building essence like crazy, which is gonna give us the ability to have more of those bone spears. And then we're actually gonna be, we're actually going to be using, I'll give you guys a little bit of an idea though. So we're going to be doing the bone splinters, up in the enhanced bone splinters, and we're going to be going down into the bone spear. And this is where a big part of our maximum damage is going to be coming from, is right here. And then we're going to be going down towards using blood mist, and obviously corpse explosion. That's going to be first though, is the corpse explosion. So that's the whole main focus, the focal point of this build. So some things I was kind of thinking of is like, I really want, I enjoy playing just to play. I enjoy playing just to hang out with my community. I enjoy playing just for the sake of doing it. But
Another abandoned town.
I think it'd be really, really helpful for also for like the future of my channel, to do something where I'm more having a cause, like a how do I word this? A way for to fill a need. That's what I'm looking for, to fill a need. And I feel like there is so many things right now going around about different types of builds and what really works well and what doesn't. Then what better way to see someone do it for themselves and see if that's something you actually really want to do. You know, putting in all this effort and time. I mean, building a character in Diablo is not like an hour thing. Like, putting all the time in and making sure that the characters are where you want it to be is a very long process. Very long process. And you really are sticking with these characters for a long extended period of time. So you kind of want to make sure you're going in the right direction with it. All right, so now, as you guys just saw, I put in enhanced bone spears. We're gonna, which is already just so much better. And we're now, keep in mind, we're playing on tier 2 world, so things are exponentially harder here. Not for me. Right? Not with this build. I can already tell, like, right from the get-go, this is the right way to go. It's tough. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but like, I've actually made several characters. I've been playing through with several different ones, trying to find not only what a good build is, period, but what a good build is for me, and my playstyle. And for me, the Necromancer has always been, at least since D2, after the update and everything, and after the DLC where you were able to use the Necromancer, I just always felt like that was like the way that I like to go for a character. But my Sorceress was my first character that I ever really was like, man, this is awesome, badass. You know. All right. So we got some good stuff. Not really. We got some gloves. We're fine. Let's go face Diablo now. Okay. Now, as you guys mostly probably can see, we are cruising, and there's a reason for that, because we got to get to the bread and butter of this. We got to go find out exactly if this works. So we got to, I'm not really here to like laze about, you know, chill. We gotta blaze through this. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Right away, we're going right to the bone spear. And this is going to be a little bit game-changing. Talking one hit kills, man. One hit kills. Now, as you can already see, we got corpses building. And that's going to be the next part. Is making sure that we can build as many corpses as possible once we start using our corpse explosion. Because before you know it, we're going to have so many corpses on the screen. From what I understand, anyway. That we'll be able to basically set off a giant minefield. And destroy pretty much anything. I'm curious to see how this will go, though. I'm curious to see if like this will be like a good type of segment to do. And don't worry, 47 family, we are still going to be playing plenty of the other things that we were already planning on doing. We still got to go back to Return to Tears of the Kingdom as well. We have a bunch to do. We have so much to do. We have like 80 hours worth of content still to do in Tears of the Kingdom, and as well as Super Mario Odyssey is what we're playing. So and we're going to be doing all that here. It's going to be fun. But I wanted to make sure that there's a little bit of something for everyone. See, I can already tell I cannot wait till corpse explosions here because look at this. You know, we got all this going on, man. And we can't do anything about it at the moment. But what we can do, get some buddies and let's plow through this real quick. Now, we just got another one, another available point here, so we're going to go right into Bone Spear again. Jason, hey, it's good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so now as you can see, we got our lackeys, but we're going to use them for now. We're just going to use these minions for now. And the reason being is because, like I said, we're going to plow right through this. We don't got time to wait around. So now we already cleared that whole area of the dungeon. Easy. No problem. Busy as usual working nights again. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Working nights is the worst. I couldn't imagine. It's got to throw your whole schedule off. Like your whole like normal life schedule, you know? Yeah, already the game's throwing us some decent items for the beginning here. Loving that. A lot of times we're always like at the mercy of the RNG of the game. You know, hopefully getting some decent items. See right there. That's the beauty of Bone Spear. Right there. One shot wipe out 6 fallen. I like those odds. That's good. Should have got an achievement for that, Blizzard. What's going on with that? That was amazing.
I need more essence.
got over here? Now, I don't know about anybody else. Like, I've faced quite a few foes in Diablo 4 or in Diablo in my time. You know, the Butcher being one of the most biggest pains in my ass in the history of gaming, but not so much. Well, not so much in Diablo 2, but and now, I think honestly for me, the shamans are the worst. The shamans are the worst ones. Okay. Like, because they just keep raising the fallen the whole time. And you're like, man, where is that guy? You can hear him doing shaking his staff and like raising them all from the dead, and just constantly making your life a pain, a living hell, if you will. Joking aside, all puns intended. Considering you're fighting the legions of hell. So here's gonna be a good test right here. We don't have the Corpse Explosion yet, no, but let's see how well this build currently fares against one of the first, I guess, quote unquote bosses that we encounter. This guy's kind of, he's not tough, but he's just kind of annoying, you know. See, this is kind of like why I want to have my skeleton buddies out here. They're just taking some hits for me, being pals. We're gonna keep raising these guys up from their corpses.
I'm not ready yet.
That Bone Spear is doing some work, man.
I need more essence.
I need more corpses. Okay.
I need more time.
So every time he summons one of his dudes, excuse me, he use them. Excuse me. Raise some more skeletons. Block him. Can you tell that I've done this fight a couple times? not as a Necromancer, but my other characters. Just a little bit. I only had to use one health vial, and we're on tier 2 difficulty, so that's not bad.
I need more time.
Oop, look out. Dragon! Good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
I need more essence.
Easy. Easy. I say that, but I think, like I said, if we didn't have our buddies here, our skeleton buddies, our group of minions, man, we wouldn't have made it, probably. Or not saying we wouldn't have made it, but maybe it would have been a lot harder. That is kind of nice, like right in the beginning, having the Necromancer, man, is being able to have those buddies there to keep the enemies at bay while you're trying to do your work, your magic, you know. But easy enough, right? We're level 5, man. We've only been doing what? I don't know. I don't even know how long. Not that long. 19 minutes, man. Level 5, and we're already doing pretty well. Okay, so we're gonna put this back in the Bone Spear as well. We're just gonna keep building that Bone Spear up, because that's gonna get us out of the most trouble right now. I just want to say I'm really super proud of myself. I don't know, for those that have been playing Diablo, how many gosh darn times that I have gone to this, after this, go to this location, do this stuff, and there's this guy right here where I can sell my stuff to, and I never do it. And so then I go into the next part and I get a bunch of stuff I can't carry because I always forget. Yeah, not anymore, okay? We're changing my life right now. We are remembering. There we go.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
And it's not. But they're the baddies. These guys are the baddies, man. Well, thanks to Lilith. Lilith's the real baddie. I just love that these guys are like, yeah, we're gonna totally stop this necromancer, beat the crap out of him. One bone spear, they're like, just blows their head off. And they're just like, yeah, maybe not. Oh, ah. I reminded you to take a break. You're the madman from the shed.
Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins.
Why does my guy look like an
Just
anime
like
character?
you.
What am I doing here?
I
What's
came
my
to
look
wits and
here?
escaped.
Yellow and purple
Tried to
has
get
never looked good on
inside the
anyone
chapel, but it
ever.
was locked and-
Oh. I just love how awkward that was. It's just this is a complete silence, just watching him puke. All right, I'll give you guys the cliff notes because we're trying to figure out this build, right? I'll give you guys the cliff notes. Long story short, Lilith turned on all the baddies, brought out their sins, all that good stuff. They basically beat up on our necromancer buddy, and they put him to sleep. They drugged him, and fed him blood petals for a sacrifice. Fun stuff. At least he paused to let him puke. That was nice instead of talking through it. Like, yeah, like who actually talks through somebody puking? You know what I mean? Who? You can't. Impossible.
Blood petals.
Okay.
Like the ones I was
Skip.
fed. Is this real?
Like I said, we're doing a streamlined version. Also, I think this is fairly spoiler-free too, which is good. For those that have not played the game, and that's kind of good. Because it's only been out, it hasn't even been 2 weeks that Diablo's been out, so I really would like to not spoil much for people if they are planning on playing it. Because I'm nice like that. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, I actually really enjoyed that game, obviously in VR. I only played the first one. I know there's a second one out called Redemption, Retribution, Resurrection, something like Remembrance, Rum and Coke. I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of those. And apparently it's like the second one, and somehow Mr. Nice 47, yes, that's right. But apparently somehow the second Saints and Sinners came out, and at least not me, I mean I never even heard that happened, and all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah, that was a thing. Was it? When? Why? And why was it never seemingly announced to anyone? It's like one of those straight to DVD movies. Like all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that happened, but nobody knew about it. Weird. I thought anyway. But the first one was really enjoyable. I never beat it. Surprise. Because I'm so good at completing video games. But I never beat it. But I gotta tell you, that game gave me some jumps, man. And the heebie-jeebies. Lorenzo, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Ow. Alright, yeah, we're still... Don't worry, the corpse explosion's coming. We're just building it up. We're building up our defenses before... Well, I guess I would say offenses. Build up our offenses beforehand. Right when I saw your stream, I was loading into my safe space and I was about to do the final mission with Casey. Oh. Man, Dragon, you're killing it. You gotta be streaming those moments. Listen, I'm not laughing. Actually, I'm laughing with you because I know the feels here. Okay, even though me and you are not really laughing, because I know the pain. I know the pain. Making a video that has at least I know you have good quality content. Me is questionable. It's at least joking content, Yeah, you upload it. You're like, this is gonna be good. People are gonna love it, and then 10 people watch it, and you're like, oh, pain. Painful. It is. You know, but that doesn't mean that's all it's gonna get either. YouTube is a funny thing like that. You could upload something and then it'll get 0 views or even like 5, and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, all of a sudden the algorithm catches it because of a topic that you touched on or whatever, gets brought up or becomes more popular, and then next thing you know, your video is getting like 100, 150, 200 views. It happens. You know, but don't... The biggest thing, though, Dragon, that I could tell you on that one, and I'm sure you already know this because you have been doing content now for a while, like me. Don't take it to heart. You know what I mean? As nothing. It doesn't mean it's bad quality. It doesn't mean it's bad content. It doesn't mean any of those things. Doesn't mean it's bad quality. Doesn't mean you're not going to make it anywhere. It doesn't mean any of those things. You know, we're always constantly fighting that algorithm, and it's a pain. You know. Just trying to get out there, trying to do something cool, you know? It's tough. I have 2 live zombie heads on my wall named Billy and Billiette 2.0. You don't want to know what happened to the first Billiette. You use Photoshop to make a thumbnail where I aim a gun at a single mother. It's funny because in context I know what you're talking about. Out of context, yeah, I can see why that might have some issues, Dragon. And I actually do want to know what happened to Billiette. Maximum power. This is my favorite shrine of all of them. Like, just being this massive orb of energy and just decimating. It's so cool. Oh, I forgot to do something. Hold on a second. I forgot to do my video thing here. Hold on. So here's the thing, right? So one of the crappy parts about OBS is that you can choose the game. No, you can't. I lied. You can't choose the game. You can not do any of that. You can't put the game in when you do a live stream. You can't put in tags. It's cool. Love that. So people don't know what game you're playing, for one. For two, people can't find it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I put it in my tag. I'm editing the video as it's going. How's that for being meta? Diablo 4. Necromancer build. I'm putting all these tags in for nothing because they don't matter. It's like who's streaming to YouTube's like whose lives anyway. It's like the points are made up. The games are made up and the points don't matter. That's exactly what it's like on YouTube. It don't matter. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Well, at least the game's in there now and got a couple of tags. Great. Wonderful. All right. Sorry. And back to our content. A whole lot of pillows and game-breaking bugs, and one of the sardines. That's all. And one can of sardines. You killed the zombie with the can. That's impressive. If you killed the zombie with a can of sardines, I want to know. I don't know how you did that, but you did that. Did you throw it at like extreme force? Like I have a lot of questions. You know. A lot of questions. That did save, right? Okay, thank God. Okay. So it's kind of cool. You can edit the live stream as you go. That is one part. It's kind of a hassle. Wish you could just set it all like when you're in, like before you hit live. You know, that would make more sense. But you know. But all right, We're so close to leveling up to level 6. Now, everybody take a guess. Okay, where are we going next for abilities? All right, we're all sit together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bone Spear. Exactly. It's right. Bone Spear. That's where it's going. I heard all you guys. You guys are right. We're doing Bone Spear. So, once we're done that, that's when we get to the fun part of Corpse Explosion. And our other skills are actually going to build more corpses, which is going to make them work off of each other. So we're going to have so many corpses, we're not going to know what to do with them all. As you can see, we already have several here. And this move is based upon that. So is exploding those corpses, making them basically a minefield for all the enemies, and building our health and building back our health, our essence as well, which is our magic power, to be able to kind of, in a circular motion here, like circle of life type of thing, keep blowing up all the corpses, but also keep replenishing all of our skills so we can constantly do it. Kind of cool.
I'm low on essence.
What? No, I didn't. Unalive her. I know I didn't unalive her after she started to fly. She was stuck in a car with 50 million object collision sound effects playing. I can still see her jaw moving. I miss that alive zombie head every day. So basically put a pipe bomb in dead bodies. Yes, that's it. That's the game. That's the build right there. Basically, more like a bunch of pipe bombs. You know what I mean? Not just one. Many pipe bombs. And lots of explosions. And a quick experience too. Almost unfair amount. I feel bad that those Dragon 2 in particular that have seen me do this area before, but we're almost through it already. So this is gonna be a little bit longer stream tonight, and here's why, because like I really wanted to play Diablo tonight anyway. So I think it'll be good to kind of really delve into this build and see if it works. Now, Dragon, you kind of missed it earlier, but and those who are just joining as well. So I'm thinking about doing kind of like a Mythbusters type of segment. I haven't quite, obviously for legal reasons, can't call it Mythbusters, but that type of thing, where I've been looking up different builds and things for games, and especially this one, because this has kind of got me into the idea. And people talk about what the best build is, and what exactly is the best characters and best classes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, the more I look, the more different answers I found. And I'm just wondering if it's literally just subjective. I don't, like, at the end of the day, there's going to be some that have, there's got to be one that does more damage than the others. But that's also to factor in. You also have to factor in like the armor, your weapons, what your attributes are, all that kind of stuff. So what could possibly do the most damage? So I kind of want to do this thing where, like, all right, let's try playing some of these builds. Let's see if these are actually worth the time and effort. You know, and not only with Diablo, but Diablo just came out, obviously, this last couple weeks here. And so, like, this seems like the perfect one to start this whole Legend Breaker. I like that. You know, it could be a YouTube segment. It could be a legendary sword. You don't know. It sounds like both. You know, I like that. Also, if you hear me coughing a lot, it's because I'm kind of getting over. I don't know if I'm getting over a cold or I'm just dealing with allergies, or both. I really don't know what's going on. But I'm not dead, and that's the important part. Not yet, anyway.
Is anyone
All right. So right now we're at the hermit's house. He loves when we go into his house unannounced. Loves that, and we rifle through all his things and take his stuff, and it's his favorite. You know why? You know I know that because he invites us to dinner after, which I thought was really nice considering. But welcome back. I didn't even know you left. But welcome. Cutscenes. Yeah. I like our guy. He looks like a roadie for like some death metal band or something. He just carries the bass amp and like the drummer's stuff.
Then at least have the decency to join me for supper.
And the reason being because he's got the ponytail and he's got the mustache. He just looks like he looks like he's just from a band or like helping a band out. I like it.
That's quite the story.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Dragon, because I've been
true,
thinking about playing Street
but it
Fighter.
is.
I didn't even know it was coming out until like
Why
when
did
it
I
came
have
out,
that
and I
vision?
saw tons of things about it,
Think
and I was
those
like,
friendly villages.
I like Street
They
Fighter.
gave you the
Played a lot
blood
of Street
of
Fighter as a kid,
Lilith.
man. If they just came out with a new one, I probably should try it. I'm more excited about Mortal Kombat 1. I am,
Not just
but
any demon.
the
daughter.
I'd like
of
to try
hatred,
some Street Fighter.
The mother of
See if it's good.
century. She was banished ages ago.
All right, Skip. We don't got time for that. We got a build to do here. But yeah, let me check that out. That's obviously on computer, right? Too. It is. Yes. Probably. I gotta find my cable. I think my kids stole my cable for my controller, or maybe it's just lost. I have no idea. It's just weird how it just disappeared though all of a sudden. But I have a cable for my controller, my USB-C cable. And that I use for games that require controllers, like on my computer, like, you know, Elden Ring or things like that. And it is nowhere to be found. I love that. So I probably have to buy another one. Luckily, it was just like a cheap Power A or something like that controller. I think it was Power A. And it's got RGBs though, which is pretty cool. Lights up. Customizable. Love that. Everything that a computer gamer needs, man. It's got lights. Actually, went with my buddy today to the local shop down here, and they had earrings and stuff, and like nose rings and all those type of things. We're looking for like new stuff. But there's a reason. Hold on. And they had earrings that are like gauges, right? Plugs, whatever you kids call them these days now. They had those, but they had like RGBs in them. They like lit up. And you could like change. They had color changing ones and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, actually, obviously, you guys actually know who I was with. I was with that dude Lucy. You guys are fans of him too. Another awesome streamer. We were laughing because it's like, awesome, dude. This like appeals to us gamers. Like, we have RGBs on the go. we don't just need it on our computer. We can actually wear them too. I didn't get them, but I slightly wanted to. They came like with like a little remote and everything. Change the colors to them. I don't even know how that works, but Old Ring is my favorite not light ghost type. Old Ring. What a great game. Elden Ring was fun. I liked it. I did like it. It was good. It was good. It just, I think it's because I like Bloodborne so much. It's like nothing could compare to Bloodborne. You know what I mean? Bloodborne is like the best one, man.
In 3 Nadrag
Oh God, here we go.
says, hands up for 5 seconds.
Oh, dragon. You gotta. Is it? It's a latency, isn't it? Latency. Play it before you think you should. Wait until I'm in a boss fight. Okay, those take longer. All right. When you see that boss bar go up on the top, that's when you want to play those cards. You got the classic cards, yeah. I do like those ones the best. They're like those traditional, you know, stream loots cards. Ugh, my nose itchy. All right. See the shamans right here. You know they think. Swear to God, shamans are the worst, dude. Shamans are the freaking worst because all they do is just raise up the fallen over and over again. You know what would be better though if they raised the fallen and you still got experience for the fallen that were raised. But no, they just cut the XP right there. The first time they died, that's it. And they because. I guess it kind of makes sense because you can like farm. You could farm the experience. It would take forever.
Says, right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass, 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 right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass. Watch my new YouTube video. Right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass, right magnifying glass. Left magnifying glass, right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass, right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass, right magnifying glass, left magnifying glass, right magnifying glass.
That was such a long message. All right, we got to keep this person alive. I hope nobody plays any cards. That makes me have to put my hands up. Okay, let's go. All right, let's try to keep them alive here. We only got to keep them alive for a minute, man. That's all we need. So 1 minute. Love that, man. Oh, quick. There we go. New bone spear. There we go. Now we one-shotting people. See, you hear that? You hear that? Yeah. That shaman just took a bone spear right to the chin. Okay? He deserved it. Wait, what did that say? Okay. You gotta let me say what first.
I need more time.
No, I need more corpses.
Need it without you.
There we go. That took forever.
In 3 Nadrag 0N wants you to do a 360 degrees.
Oh yes. Yes, the fabled 360 degree spin. Yes, guys. Ready? All right, watch my character. Here we go. Nailed it. Got it. Too late by like 4 minutes. So you wanted me to do the 360? You want me to do the 360 while I was fighting the enemies? I hate this chair too because it doesn't do it. It's always the most pitiful 360 ever because the chair doesn't spin like that for some reason. I don't know why. See, I should have known that though. I should have found that out rather. Like before I bought the chair, I should have emailed them, just be like, hey, just want to ask you really quick before I buy this. Can I do sweet 360s in it? And if they're like no, and I've been like, not buying it. That's the only reason I'm getting it. That is gonna be. I'm gonna message Secret Labs in a minute and be like, hey, can I do 360s in your chair? And if they say no, then I'm like, your damn chairs aren't worth the money then. Don't need it. We have so much better armor that I'm not even wearing. Okay, there we go. Better boots too. Man, look at all this stuff. We have so many things. Okay. So, we're almost to town. We got a bunch of cool stuff. I want to show you guys some neat things. Something I've actually found out too, and that's the best part, guys. There's actually little snippets, little things that I've actually learned about this game too, that I didn't know anything about until later on or recently. And I'm learning more and more about it every day. Dragon, when are you getting Diablo 4 so we can play together and stream? We make some sweet characters and take on Diablo. I'm pretty down for that too. Actually, I've been talking to Mikey. Most of you guys know Mikey. He's seen in chat a lot. He's one of my mods, also a good longtime friend of mine. He actually and one of my old time friends too are playing this currently. Might try to get them together. Dragon is Diablo, yes. That's why he doesn't play Diablo, because he is Diablo. He doesn't have to. He lives it. We just try to live vicariously. Should be Inferno Diablo. Diablo Dragon. Just an idea.
I thought I'd live to see your way.
All right. So. I think we made it. I think we made it here pretty fast. So I already do like the build. It seems to be working good so far. But we're not to the corpse explosion part, the core part of the build yet, though, either.
I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral's
But-
light babbling about their home.
Yes, very important.
That's
Good
not
stuff. Okay, thank you,
Kiyo
Laura.
Cam lies just
I
ahead.
love hearing you babble on for 70 hours. It is my favorite. I personally, oh my god, I hate that I can't remember his name right now. Deckard Cain. Oh my god, it took me way too long. I miss Deckard. Was Lorath the new Deckard Cain? I hate that. No. Freaking Lorax over here. Ridiculous. So those that played Diablo, Deckard Cain was like one of the main characters that was throughout most of the games until
For this.
well, until 3, and then he got, unalived. But yes.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you.
Yeah, I'm putting nothing. I don't. Okay, so it's really interesting to me, like this part right here.
Did you
I feel like this is something that we like maybe overlook. I gotta look it up because I'm actually really curious about this. Eventually, I'm gonna look this up. But there's a choice here. Basically, you're supposed to put in whatever your fears are, or whether it be fear or something that you're struggling with, like greed or anger, and you put it on this stone tablet, or excuse me, wood tablet rather. Put on the wood tablet and you burn it. Now, what's interesting is Lorath has a let's call him the Lorax again. Lorath has a dialogue for every single choice. that there is on there. He's like, oh, he's like, what did you put on the thing? And he's like, I'm thinking it says something to do with, and then whatever that you did, you know, and he has different examples for that, right? It changes every time. I wonder if it matters. It probably doesn't matter. But it's just interesting to me that he has an answer for every single one. Or maybe it's just this like little thing. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm interested though.
So,
We're here.
what did you write on a little piece of wood? I bet you didn't write anything at all.
I bet you didn't write anything at all. Wouldn't blame you.
Well,
Right, because I didn't write it.
matters little, I suppose.
So, which makes me think that maybe there is I don't know. Maybe there's no reason. I don't know. But he's like, yeah, matters little, I suppose. So maybe there's nothing. I don't know. You gotta go. You back? All right, Dragon.
Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This put thing is practically crumbling.
But we finally made it to town. Thank God. The whole section of playing as a new character is grueling. But we got through it. All right, so I just want to see if nope, doesn't look like we have any new stuff. But anyway, what I was getting at earlier is that every time that we actually get new clothing options by salvaging them, it actually gives them all these options to every character actually that you have, all the classes. So it's not just one. It's not just the one that you're playing, which is kind of cool. So like I went and played or started playing as a Necromancer. Oh, I sold the wrong thing. Started playing as a Necromancer, then decided I was going to do it as a video instead. And I saw that the clothes had entirely changed for my options, which is pretty cool. So I'll show you guys really quick here in a minute. You have a pretty darn cool look right from the beginning. Oh, those boots are better. Those boots are way better. Okay. Just gonna sell all this good stuff here.
Praise the Father.
Bam. Okay. So the way we're gonna go with this right here, I'm gonna show you guys. So we have the bone spear. We're gonna be doing the enhanced bone spear, and then supernatural. Okay, making these guys vulnerable. Okay, that's the big part here. Okay, with the vulnerability with the explosions, dude, you're gonna do so much damage. Also with the blood mist, this is also important. We're gonna be doing the blood mist, enhanced blood mist, and ghastly blood mist. Now these build off each other. The blood mist leaves behind a corpse every 1 second. Okay, so that's going to be building a ton of corpses that you can blow up. And then we have our hewed flesh, and your damage has up to a 4% chance to create a corpse at the target's location. So that means more corpses. Now, obviously, these combined, we're going to be building so many gosh darn corpses. It's ridiculous. And enhanced, and I believe it's plagued. Yeah, I believe it's plagued is where we go from there. I'll figure that out. Hold on a second. All right, let's just get a quick good look here. We look a little slapdash because we just found actually not too bad considering. My favorite helm though. That's so cool. All right, then. Yeah, look at that. Some of these are super cool. I think this one's my favorite, though. Look all red and gold and nice dress. Then cool pantaloons. Because we want to look cool for our our trip, man. We want to look badass. That is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That actually looks pretty decent. I like that for us being like a level 7 character. Man, we look kind of cool. All right. Cool. Now all we gotta do is buy this extra stuff here for Lorath, which actually we already did. Oh, we already did. We did that. And we're gonna move on to the next section here.
Apologies.
Basically letting him know that we had to pay for his weapon, and it's ridiculous. We did you a favor, buddy.
Sometimes.
You owe me. We'll remember that. Okay. Now keep in mind, I know, like, those that are here for story, this is not going to be the right playthrough for you. You know, possibly later, but right now, we're just trying to go through, like, the basic parts here. Because it's mostly about the build.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith.
Let's go.
Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant again here. Take the night's report before you go.
Bam. Okay.
Report of a potential demon sighting.
Now this is just for me. This is not really like the recommended way to do it, but I'm putting corpse explosion in now. I need it. I need it. Okay, we need that. Corpse explosion is important because that's obviously our main focus of this. Now, what I'm going to do, though, instead of keep putting in points into corpse explosion at this point, we're just going to actually build up around it first. I'll show you what I mean. Off into the wilderness. Now, we're supposed to be traveling to Yelesna, which is... Whoa. Way the F down here, man. Excuse me. Talking. Way down here. So we have a lot of ways to go. But we're going to try to level up a little bit here first. Do little smaller missions. See right there? That just shows you why that bone spear is just where it's at. Now, here's my big end game plan here with this segment and everything too. Is when we get up to higher level, okay, we can respec our stuff. We can use the see that corpse explosion at work right there? Bananas. Okay. The end game goal here, though, is after we go through this and try this out, see if this works really well, which I have a feeling it's going to. We're going to respec and try some other different builds and see how they fare, and see how it works out. But I think with this type of build, we should be able to take on some even more higher level type of bosses for one, but because we have the extra hands here, you know what I mean? Extra bones, if you will. Just took out that deer for no reason. Right now, we're just gonna do some quick leveling. We're gonna go do some Go do some different catacombs, caves, things like that. Cellars. Can't forget our altars of Lilith. So good, man. There we go. We've got Forsaken Quarry right here, level 8. All right. Now you can already see how this is gonna work out, though. We're already blowing everything up super quick.
I'm low on essence.
Oh, hello. Oh my god. Sorry? Was I supposed to save you? Oh, he's leaking. He's leaking. A lot of blood, man. Ow.
I'm not ready.
Ow. Oh, nice hit. Okay, alright, calm it down, dude. You're so aggressive. Sit down. But as I can tell, though, it seems to be already working in our favor here. That bone spear, man, is a lifesaver.
Lack the required essence. I'm
Ooh.
not ready.
Okay, okay, alright. Hold on. Ooh, nice hit. That. You didn't see that. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm not ready.
It kind of sucks when they knock you down and you get cornered like that. Not really much you can do. That's why it's super important to keep using that dash, man. That dash is so important for defensive reasons.
I need more time.
Hey, there we go.
I need more time.
See, we're being a little silly. We're kind of running in the middle there. We're like we're some level 20 character, and we're only level 9. You know what I mean? We gotta be a little bit smarter. A little bit smarter about that kind of thing. All right, enhance the supernatural. That's where we want to go with bone spears.
I need more time.
Can you guys not walk next to the exploding barrels, please?
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh, ooh! getting a little harrowing out here. A little harrowing, man. There we go. Whew, that was intense for a minute. Wasn't ready for all that. Man, we took a beating, but we only died once, and the only reason we died was because of lag, obviously, and BS, not my skill level. See how quickly that decimated that room when we did that correctly? Yeah, that's right.
I'm out of essence.
I really like that, like, you know, Blizzard didn't pull up like a Pokemon, a Game Freak type of thing, and been like, yeah, you know what? Let's just keep making more Pokemon every single time. You know what I mean? Blizzard's like, yeah, we're gonna bring back like all the old characters, all the old monsters. They didn't come up with a bunch of new weird ass things like, oh look, it's a cloud with 6 hands, man. It's made of ice cream. You know, like you know, Pokemon does. It's like there's like, oh no, you know, you got your Goatman, you know, you got the Fallen. You got those demons that you used to love beating on. Well, they're still here. I like that. Goatman definitely look a little bit more intimidating than Diablo 2. I'll tell you that. Or 3, really. Especially 3. Not much looked intimidating in Diablo 3. I think that's why I'm enjoying D4 so much now, though, is because it's like so much like D2. It's like going back to the old school, back to the roots. You know what I mean? That darker look, everything about it. It's just Diablo, man. It's what I've been wanting. Because ow. I try to pick up my drink here. See if I can just one-hand this real quick. Yep. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Because I played through Diablo painfully. Diablo 3, excuse me. I played through Diablo 3 painfully. And, man. No. It was just my least favorite. It was hands down my least favorite. Am I saying Diablo 3 is bad? No. You know what I mean? No. So this wasn't simply like Diablo. And Diablo Immortal's like that weird uncle we don't talk about. You know what I mean? Let's see. So now we have. Okay, let's see. Let's go over this again because, you know, just in case you're just joining, or if you're watching the VOD afterwards. Either way, I want to be very particular about going through how this build is, and it works super good early game already. Having no issues except for, like I said, we got quartered by Goatman there for a minute. That kind of put a damper on things. So only one into Bone Splitters, one into Enhanced. Actually, I was supposed to do No. Yeah, you just keep enhanced only, right. And then you move to the next, and then it's all of 5 ranks of Bone Spear, 1 rank of enhanced, and then 1 rank of supernatural is where we're going to go this time. And now here is where the fun begins, okay? This is where we can start actually putting in points towards Corpse Explosion, and also Blood Mist as well. Because we're going to want to go Blood Mist, Enhanced Blood Mist, and then Ghastly Blood Mist, so we actually are building more corpses every second that we're using Blood Mist. Which also, Blood Mist, you turn into Blood Mist. And you heal yourself the entire time, and you're entirely invincible during that time, which is nice for a nice little break from the boss too. You know, if you're getting beat up a little bit here, it's nice to be able to use that Blood Mist to be able to kind of step out. All right, where's our buddies here? Come on. Now the point of this build though is to not use these guys and put in. Then, so for those that don't know, we go to our Book of the Dead, we'll go to Skeleton Warriors, and we would actually sacrifice them so we can get our critical strikes increased by 5%. I don't like doing that yet. I don't want to do that yet. That's gonna be more a later game type of thing when we're a little bit stronger. Right now, I like having these guys as our backup just in case. What is that? What did we walk into? This isn't where I parked my car at all. And then we just blow them up. Once we get that added range to the Corpse Explosion, though, it's really going to be super helpful. Have I talked about how much I love Bone Spear in the last 5 minutes? No? Well, let me tell you, though, it's my favorite. I've mentioned it so many times this playthrough already. All right. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Oops. Nope.
I need more time.
Yeah, shouldn't have walked out in the middle there. Okay, we learned that the hard way. Hold on. We didn't destroy the corrupted shrine? Really? We were doing so good. What do you mean, even? Back in my day, we didn't get chests when we lost. But okay. We didn't get participation prizes. It's all right. Somehow we lost that. I don't know how. We didn't die, but we just didn't do it fast enough, I guess. I was doing my best, man. I was trying real hard. Oh! Watch out. But yeah, as you can tell, that corpse, ooh. What? Oh, okay. That corpse explosion is already working like a dream for us.
I'm not ready yet.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to get ready, okay? I don't know what you mean with this "I'm not ready yet" stuff. We are fighting the legions of the damned. I need you to get ready a little bit. Hey, there's traps there. A lot of them. What fresh hell did we walk into? I don't why is this is like one of the longest side quests I've ever been on here. It's a massive tunnel. Okay. Calm it down, y'all.
I need more time.
Thank you. If you could die, that'd be awesome. Okay. Dude, how big is this quarry? Look at this. It's ridiculous.
I need more time.
Run. Can you stop yelling? You're gonna let them know we're here. There we go. That could have been better. Could have been worse. I feel like for level 10, we're faring pretty well with some of this stuff, though. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. New helmet, like that. New stuff. New weapons. That is one nice part of having skeleton warriors with you. Like, you're like, I'm gonna go look at my inventory, and they're just off like fighting your battles for you. They're just like, oh, we got it, boss. Just take your time.
I beg you.
I think for me, out of all the characters I've been playing as, aside from the sorcerer, this one makes the most sense and works the best right from the get-go. I think, anyway. If anybody else has any other build ideas, please let me know. And please let me know, like, what you're using if you're not using this build, or what other builds you are using that works really well for you, because I'm super curious about that. You know, back in the day, back in the day, we didn't have all that, like, fancy internet. Well, Diablo 2 we did. We played online together back then. On dial-up, you know. But no one had, like, the best builds. Like, you know, we were all trying to figure that out, you know. Or didn't have any other previous games to work off of to figure out, like, what builds did we use before, what was the best, and things like that. So I'm really curious if people are even using old builds that they had in previous Diablo games and that don't work now, or do work now, or work better, you know? 'Cause I often find that, like, the whole character build thing, and with choices and everything too, when it comes to Diablo, it's like almost like a fingerprint, and with how much it is, like, so different from person to person. See how that vulnerability is coming into play? He's getting damaged more than normal. That could have been way harder. That could have been way harder. But just wasn't. Cool. Man, we got like a full inventory of stuff, man. We got so many things. We level up quite a bit, too. And it's all working really well. Alright, back to town we go. Go trade in some of our garbage. Let's see if we can salvage any new looks, anything new, anything.
Let's have a look at you. What will it be?
One thing. What is this? What is this even? This looks like a pineapple with skulls on it. What is that? Okay. Yeah. Man, I do kind of want that, but I don't want that. At this point, I don't really think it matters too much about what order here. So it's because we want hued flesh, right? Your damage has up to 4% chance to create a corpse at the target's location, right? And your chance is doubled against bosses. So that means that corpses are respawning dramatically by like level 3 of that. Which then we can use corpse explosion on all of those and basically create a giant minefield of bodies. Which does a crap ton of damage. So, worth it. Alright. Let's get rid of all this garbage.
Well struck.
Okay. Now, back we go. Yeah. Yes. We're good. We're good. So I'm gonna kind of go back towards the main quest area here. We're gonna try to level on the way as much as we can here, because we're going all the way down at the bottom. Hi. Hello. Shove my bone spear right to their face.
I'm not ready yet. What is this?
Oh, what is this? It is a sealed exorcist something or other. Super important, I'm sure. Apparently there's some quest over here. Kind of noticed that my stupid face is like covering the map. I don't know if that's important to anybody. If let me know, I can move my big dumb face later if you want. Next video. It's a bunch of monsters over here. Look at, hey, what's up, guys? There we go. Into the hole we go. Purge the cellar. All right. Let's check it out. Hold on a second. Okay. This is a weird seller. Whose seller is this? We got a problem. We should call a plumber. Some serious issues going on here. You know, first off, I mean, we're not even going to talk about the army of undead that's down here, but not only that, you have a whole vast waterfall in here, and that's that can lead to some serious foundation damage. I like that we blew them up so much that there's actually still bones in the air. They're just all just stuck in the air over here. Cool. Glad they had a good time. It works good. Blow up those monsters. Alright. So let's head down to our current objective. I don't know about anybody else that's dealing with this, but me personally, if I keep starting more characters, dude, I'm never going to finish this game. I'm always starting new characters, like, or at least for every class I have. I still haven't tried the druid at all. I want to. I have him made. Like, I already have the character made, ready to go. Just haven't played even a single level or killed one thing with him yet. Maybe that's another one we could do. Do some of the druid builds and see what the best druid build is. But what's gonna suck though is if they're like, oh, the best druid build is not shape-shifting, then I'm like, what's the point? You know, like, that's how I feel about the about this build in particular. Like, you could get more damage, you could do more damage rather, by not using the skeletons, not using any of these. You get way more critical chance damage and all that kind of stuff. Also building essence and all that, instead of having your teammates, your fellow skeleton bros, you know. But why? Like, why would you want that? You know, I guess stat wise, I get it, but fun wise, man, I'd rather have a whole army of skeleton dudes and a golem. Have you seen the golems? Have you seen the new golems? This guy's so cool, man. New golems are badass. They're like huge golems. I saw. I don't know what it is. A flesh golem, meat golem. I don't know. I haven't gone that far. I haven't gone that far to get any of the golems. But there's one that's like made of like meat and eyeballs. He's all right. But the steel golem or metal golem or whatever he is awesome. So cool. Looks like a massive like mech monster thing. Guillotine works. It's good. I still feel like we're blazing through this. All right, so we're in the Black Asylum. We got to activate 2 gate winches here. I'm being such a noob here, though. I'm not even like using my corpse explosion that much, which is like the whole point. This really is like the ultimate grinding game, though. Like this, that's all you're doing. It's all day. It is grinding in this game. Let's see. Yeah, hewed flesh is what I want next. Kind of went in a different order there than I was instructed to, but still seems to work just fine. Normally I talk way more of this, but like, this is... You gotta concentrate with some of these parts here before I get my butt kicked, man, by all these legions here of monsters. It gets pretty intense. I don't know what I would do without that whole dodge move, man. I swear to God. All right, and then we have the whole other side. Oh my God, there's so much. There's so much to this little level here. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, here's the other winch. Finally. Got anything good? Oh, we have so many there's so many good things I didn't even know. Whoops, that'd probably be helpful, huh? It kind of sucks. You never know what's in those exorcist caches, and you never know what it's going to be. But like, since they like blew out red orbs, I'm like, man, I wish I held on to that longer. So if I was in a boss battle or something, wasn't getting enough orbs that I needed, if it was a long, grueling battle, I need more health orbs. I could just open that and drop a bunch of them. That would have been nice to know. But it seems like it's random, so it's like it's kind of hard to predict that. Whoa. No. Sometimes I blow up the corpses and I don't even mean to. I'm like, I needed to make a skeleton. I needed that instead. There we go. Boom. You know, I really think that we don't say this enough, but like, honestly, Blizzard really did a great job. You know, like for us old school Diablo players, this is super at home for me to play. You know, being an old school old school Diablo player, excuse me. This feels exactly how it should. Who is spawning dogs? What is happening? There we go. All right, that was a little harrowing. Again. See that corpse explosion working right now though, like just doing work there. That's why it's so good. Those guys didn't stand a chance for that one at all. Okay, all right. Let's remember what the build is here. Spark explosions. Let's actually use them. There we go. That seems to be the case though, like especially with this build. Like as long as if you're not utilizing the corpse explosions like you're supposed to, the build kind of is, you know, aside from, you know, your bone spear, ain't doing much. You know. Excuse me? I can't get by you.
I need more time.
There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Also, this is something I don't think anybody talks about enough either. How better the whole inventory system is now, like with upgrading all your stuff. Like all you do is look for the green now. That's it. You just say like, oh, this is plus this in green. Cool. Put it on. Right click and it's just on you. Love that. Before, like in Diablo 3, I felt like I was sorting through a bunch of things that were all garbage, but some were slightly less garbage than the other garbage. That's all it felt like all the time. I was just sorting through everything, and each thing had like only slight differences. Like, oh, this one has just a little bit more attack than this one has, but this one has more defense than this one, but only by like 2 points. And you're like, dude, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, by the end of it, you're like, I don't even care what I'm wearing anymore. Like, I don't even care. I'm gonna go fight Diablo naked. It doesn't even matter anymore. We're getting beat up a little bit here, but not too bad. But I mean, some of these like cellar scenarios and stuff like feel longer than the darn game. See, love that. Just scrolling through and no greens, cool. All trash, got it. Like, you know what I mean? Works well. All right, and then, man, there's still so much. Look at this. Look at this darn map. This place is huge. Holy crap, man. All right. No, I guess I should have kept going down. I want to go this way first, then do the middle. I don't care. We'll figure it out.
This evil. But now,
But no.
I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
We can't do it alone.
Well, let's do it. Just blowing up everything. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna win this one. What? We didn't keep any of them alive. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, everyone. We did it. Mission successful.
I need more time.
No adventure came out of that alive. Listen, we might not be fast, but we get the job done, okay? We might not do it correctly, but then it does get done. Doesn't sound good either way.
I cannot carry more.
Oh gosh. Unfortunately, everybody died. But you know, we did it. Oh well. I'll get over it. Yes, let's salvage those. Got some new looks like that.
Dark days upon us.
Ooh, we actually have stuff that's actually useful. That's crazy. There.
Anything else?
Let's get rid of all this garbage.
Well, farewell.
Okay.
And good fortune.
Easy enough. We're gonna throw another one into. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I actually kind of feel like I should have put more into corpse explosion that time instead, but no, that's fine. It's okay. I still got things. I got a participation trophy. Thank you. I tried. All right, so then we just got we have 14 more that were made in the middle of the dungeon here. This is quite just a little side area, huh? That was useful. I feel like I just leveled up, unless I just did not spend the point I had before, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Now this time, yeah, I'm going to go into corpse explosion. Okay. All right, but that's gonna be all for you tonight, guys. It's been a good 2 hours of the build. So far, so good. I actually really like the build. I really think it works well. The corpse explosion thing is super badass. I think that it works well. I don't really like the idea of having to eventually sacrifice all my helpers here. I kind of like having that because I can kind of take the heat off me for a little bit, and if I need to build up some essence again, I can go to the bone spear from far away, or things like that, or whatever, or blow up corpses from afar and kind of taking the heat off me, which is kind of nice. So I don't know how I would feel about that. And later in game, maybe it'd be different, because once we're actually like a lot stronger, we have all these different abilities and everything, then maybe it won't be so bad. Oh, see, there. Oh, it was there for like 2 seconds. But that was one of the characters' metal golems there. It looks so cool. Which is something to look forward to. That's once again, that's I want to have those in the future here. When I am at that level, I want to have one of those, man. I don't want to get rid of them, but I think it works really well. I think we're gonna come back to this and we're gonna try some more and see more like what mid game looks like. So we're almost at level 20. We're about there. That didn't take us too long either. You know, pretty good. I thought we kind of blazed through all that. But anyway, all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Mr. 47. You guys have been amazing. This has been Diablo 4, and I'll see you guys in the next video.